Hi everyone. Welcome back to the Highline podcast. I am with our regulars minus Jorgen. Everyone say hello at the same time.
I'm ripping pieces.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay.
And today we are doing this very original idea that we didn't steal from anywhere. And we are going to be naming our favorite players ever from every position.
Ooh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you guys pick a formation? I just picked.
No, Scott said something in. You need like one of everything.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
DM, centre mid, 10, one centre back.
Yeah, like it's not like a team of your favorite picks. It's just
Yeah.
favorite player per every position.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's
Man,
easy enough.
just give me Arsene Wenger's 08, man. Fuck me.
That's it.
I'm done. I'm out.
Uh,
Give me pre-leg
Spoilers.
obliteration Eduardo and we're fine. bro,
Hey,
we're
man.
fine.
Actually, speaking of Eduardo, I need to put him on my list.
Um,
That's an honourable mention. I forgot. There you go.
yeah, so what we said we do is we have one like main pick for each position, but have as many honorable mentions per position as you want, and we'll go through them, discuss our favorite players, and have a good time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we
So
prerequisite again that we are all Arsenal
We are
fans?
all
that. They know
Arsenal
we are. Fuck all that.
We
They're
are all
totally.
Arsenal fans.
They're going to realize when 3 of our 10 picks every time are Arsenal players.
Mine's
Yeah.
more than that, but yeah.
yeah, this
Oh,
isn't
well.
like these players are the best or blah blah blah. It's just our favorites. And,
On the list that I came up with in 10 minutes, there's one non-Arsenal player.
All right. Wow. So maybe as always, I'm the culture pick.
Wow. What
I think I've been quite cultured.
My honourable mentions are quite,
been quite cultured.
I've
I
been quite cultured.
am what the kids call a homer.
Amen.
Right.
Okay, so shall we kick it off with
I
goalkeeper?
have bias and a lot
Yeah.
of it. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go
we got
goalkeeper.
those.
I did pick a goalkeeper.
Well done. Proud of you, man.
Okay.
Thank
Will I kick us off or?
Yeah.
you
Go
go.
our
Kick
house.
us off.
Okay. So I only have one pick and one honorable mention here because goalkeepers aren't that fun a position.
Manuel
Yeah.
Alamu.
Whoa.
No.
I hate two things that were said in the space of 5 seconds there.
So as my honorable mention, I put Iker Casillas.
Ah,
Yeah,
I like
fair.
that. I like it.
No, that's fair.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know why really. I felt like I didn't watch him that much, but I always just felt like he was the guy. And I kind of just like, even without watching him so much, I saw him as like that, like elite leader kind of
Yeah.
guy.
yeah.
Well, I feel
And
like everyone growing up, like everyone liked Casillas for some reason.
Yeah.
Like without even
Mhm.
watch, me as a kid, I never watched Spain. I never watched Real Madrid, but you know,
Yes.
You get your 2 El Clasicos in.
yeah,
The Champions League semi that one of them was in.
The
I think-
2010 World Cup.
yeah,
Do you think it was part of like that I was gonna say Spain's like
Yeah.
6-year period?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, and also because that Real Madrid team, like the actual like the amount of Galactico eras that
Yeah.
one team has had.
Yeah.
Casillas was actually homegrown, so you
yeah.
couldn't ever really
Yeah.
lump him in with like all these £60 million signings in
Yeah.
2007.
I think
I think everyone quite likes.
I think it's
Casillas.
also he was keeper for Real Madrid as I was growing up, and he was there for so long, so he was just
Yeah.
like the guy in my head.
Yeah, I get it. That's fair.
But my main pick is Neuer.
Fair.
Neuer.
I think it's
Right.
good for
Can I just want to jump
Really?
in straight away. Neuer's my pick, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, it's
He Scott, I mean, same sort of thing that like the person who actually reinvented goalkeeping.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, it's. I just said today. This is so hypocritical. I said I love how people get impressed about Ballon d'Or nominations and votes and placings, but the one time I was thinking like I would like to see someone other than Messi win it, or like anyone who could have won it. I don't care. Messi usually would have been Neuer that year he was in it,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
to actually like every single successful team of the past 10 years now has been built on Neuer. If it's been him or not, like he actually changed goalkeeping.
Yeah.
He changed the position. He changed how teams build. Like everything was said, but like there's a guy there to just at all costs defend. That was just thrown out the window with one person, and that is like he's made more impact on the position than anyone could ever have to me.
I think he's easily like the best goalkeeper of the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think he's goated. I mean, drop names like Lev Yashin or whatever. Like, shut the fuck
Yeah.
up. But like, I think he's goated, man. Honestly, I really do.
I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I like Neuer and Casillas. I like them.
Yeah.
I would like.
They're fair picks.
Yeah. If
I
was
never
going-
liked Neuer. I never liked Neuer because he beat us so routinely.
That's
Yeah,
true as well.
That's,
But like,
that's the only reason I wouldn't. But
Yeah, but it was also like he was so good that you're kind of like
you have to
fair,
respect
like,
it.
I
You have
respect
to
it,
respect
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
No.
when he was playing, like, who was it? It was Schalke. When he first came, and that Schalke team weren't great shakes. I mean, they had like 35-year-old Raul, and probably even then 31-year-old Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. But Neuer was like doing shit, like crazy shit. Like I remember that goal that Stankovic scored on him because he took a header out from like 20 yards, which like outside your box or whatever is like crazy that he would even go out there back then. And Stankovic obviously chipped him with a crazy chip, but like just watching Neuer just hurl out of his box, like back then, you just didn't see it. It was just fun.
What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I let you, I'd say, I think it was Theo Walcott's header that Neuer saved. I think is one of my favorite
One of the
saves
best
I've
saves.
ever seen.
I
in
know.
my life.
Yeah.
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 Was that the one where we somehow convinced ourselves that we could come back from 5-1?
No,
That
it
was,
was
that was when
either-
Theo scored.
It
And
was
then
That
he
was
either-
when
scored.
Theo scored.
Yeah.
was either
he
that
did.
one, or was it the time we won 2-0?
Theo scored such a good goal.
Oh,
in that
it might
game.
have been when
He
we
did.
actually beat them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the groups or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah.
There was that one where Walcott scored an absolute worldie.
And then we lost
Neuer-
5-1.
and then we
lost
like,
5-1.
then- and then you know what? 3 more goals, and then we lost 5-1 again.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Uh,
I miss the Champions League, man.
yeah. Just the routine embarrassment.
Yeah. Hey, man. All right. If can I go to mine?
Jump,
Yeah,
Sure.
jump.
go for it.
A little bit different in terms of quality, right? So my like Casillas and Neuer are up there in like honorable mentions. I also have Aaron Ramsdale, but for personality, for personality alone, love him as a person. He's great. But my goalkeeper is Stevenage's own, a legend of the game, Chrissy
Amazing.
Day.
Yeah,
Chrissy
I knew
Day.
you did it.
I love that man. I love him. I'm friends with him on Facebook as well. What a boy. He's like 45 years old now. Loved him. He was there for so long. He was my childhood. Like I used to go to Stevenage games all the time as a kid, and he was there. And he was there until like 20, like 15, 16. He's been there most of my childhood, so I have to pick Chris Day.
I'm like Harry. I don't watch Stevenage, bro. I
Yeah,
don't know
no,
shit.
yeah.
Like, didn't he have like some like ludicrous, like it was like a 95 game appearance streak,
Yeah.
or something? Like he just played every
He played
single game.
every game.
I think it was more. It was like I think it might have been over 100 or something.
He played like he played so many games, but he's still not the top appearance maker for the club. That's my other pick for another later one, you know. Yeah, there you go. Anyway.
Okay, so I'm not gonna know Harry's picks.
No, they're high.
Super cool.
No, you might know one
my-
of them. You might know
My
one of them.
pick for goalkeeper. I didn't pick mine on quality. This is purely just my favorites.
Sure.
Is Wojciech Chesney.
My honorable mention.
Just
Yeah.
because I
Okay.
love him so much. He's
Yeah.
It's a good save, actually. I didn't think of it.
hilarious. He's crazy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Man broke both of his arms.
Deadlifting weights, man.
Deadlifting.
He's a funny guy, man.
Also his the penalty save from Gerrard is one of my favorite goalkeeping moments. Where he like saved it and then saved the rebound.
Kite.
Coit. Oh yeah, my bad.
Cow, yeah.
Whatever. How's best? Yeah.
No,
I
I think
don't
it's cow,
remember
but
that.
yeah.
How are the fuck you say his name?
I know, and then because we were like
yeah, I know.
getting pasted at half, and then we won the
Yeah.
game.
Beautiful.
Oh no, and also he replaced Almunia. So
What a guy, man! What a guy!
Hey, man.
he
I think-
replaced Almunia when he was like 18. It was-
Yeah, 53 on his back, man. I
What
think
lie.
I think one thing that kind of says everything you need to know about Chesney, and like Brentford, with all due respect to them as a club, I think they had their like maybe 100-year anniversary, maybe 4 years ago or something, and they voted their keeper of their history as Wojciech Chesney, a 6-month loan spell.
Yeah.
Like my guy at 17, he didn't speak a word of English, came over from Poland, and we just sent him to West London. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing, and he just became a club's best ever goalkeeper. Like David Raya, man, learn your place. I think, and he's half of the best YouTube video to ever grace the air. Anyone
the
know what I'm
chat.
talking about? With Jack Wilshere,
Yeah.
they pull questions up.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite YouTube videos of
That's
all
a
time.
comfort watch.
I
That is
love
a
that
comfort
video. I
watch.
miss
All of
those
those
videos.
videos, all of those videos, like
Slaps.
the Alex
The
Oxlade-Chamberlain
Christmas one is really good
one.
too.
Yeah,
The Christmas
What?
one with
Carl
Chamberlain,
Chamberlain.
yeah.
yeah. Those videos they're incredible. They're
Yeah,
incredible.
our media directors back then, like
I
just
know.
before the cusp of social media, they
Yeah.
imagine if that team was in this era of social
Oh,
media,
I'd
like the
love it,
content.
man. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
it so much. That team was just personality. That
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
team was just personality. It was great.
You could tell
Um,
that they all liked each other.
I've got so
Yeah.
many of that team on this list. Of the
Yeah,
horrendous
no,
Yeah, me
squad
too.
I hear that.
honorable mentions.
And then you had that transition period to like the next generation. Like I
Yeah.
sort of think the Cthulhu generation sort of strays a little bit
Yeah.
transitional,
Mhm.
but yeah, Chesney, just as you say, the personality of a goalkeeper like that,
The,
you just
like,
can't beat it.
The
Yeah.
2012 through 2014, like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
He actually won a
Arsenal
Golden Glove as well. Like people
Yeah.
forget, like we were kind of like everyone knows Wenger's footy, but man like had 17 clean sheets and were like the most attack focused leagues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16, I think it was 16.
Yeah, he
But
was joined
was
for
It was
tied with Jack.
fantastic.
He was tied
Well,
with
I think
Jack.
we won every game that year 2-0, it felt like.
Mhm.
Or we lost
Yeah.
6-0.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
lost 6-0
yeah.
or won 2-0. And he's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
like
Chesney was really good. He just smoked a cigarette that one time. And it
Yeah.
was over, and it
But,
was
like,
over.
Hey man, I hate
Like,
to put
I
Wenger
get it.
above all else, but that's non-negotiable. But then I think one of my last favorite Chesney memories is when we finally had to give Ospina the gloves just because Wenger had enough. But then
Yeah.
Chesney became our cup goalkeeper in that Villa game, and we were 1-0 up. And I think Chesney had the ball just in the penalty arc, and Benteke didn't move a foot, and Chesney just stood there. Just, well, I mean, I can do this all day. And he like put his hands up like, are you doing anything? And it was just, that was the moment. Like, I know cup finals are always weird, and I know we played one against Hull and one against Villa, so we should win.
Yeah.
But like, it never feels like that.
Yeah.
When I saw the confidence there, like we had our best goalkeeper playing a cup match compared to
Yeah.
Fabianski the year before. Like, that was when I
Fabianski
felt
took a
I was
fucking
like,
heart attack in 2014.
yeah. But that was when I felt, oh, actually, we got this. Like, we're actually
Yeah.
fine. Like,
Yeah.
we're genuinely just to him, like mocking the player that everyone's like, oh, you guys worried about Benteke? And like, I was like, yeah, God, now you said it like that, I am worried about Benteke. And then that Chesney just mocked him out like that.
And
Just
Chesney
phenomenal.
still hates Spurs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amen.
We'll get an easy
Amen.
retweet every North London
Amen.
Oh man, bring him home.
I know.
Bring him home. Well, we don't need him, but
We really don't need
We
it,
don't,
but
He's just so fun.
yeah.
yeah,
All right.
absolutely, man.
Should we move on to right back?
Right back. We better
Yeah.
all have the same one.
Yo, he's in there. So yeah, Gremlin Gang mascot, Gremlin Gang supporter, friend of the podcast, Hector Bellerin, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not mine,
Gremlin
but
gang
he's
and
in
that.
there. He's
He
in
was
there.
an honorable mention.
Two Gremlin Gang, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the thing. He's actually not mine.
He's not
but
mine, but he's in there.
Yeah, he's in there. Man. What a person.
Just as a
Well,
personality
he
again.
is mine, so I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
that's
put that
fine.
out there now.
As a person, love the man.
Yeah. He's got to do something about his current haircut. Did you see it?
I haven't
No,
seen
I
it.
haven't.
Is he still rocking the slightly porny stash?
Yes, he is, but now he's also got like a bit of a mullet.
Love it.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I
looks
trust him to be
so
ahead of
white
the trend
trash
than
right
I
now.
am, so I don't really want to comment.
No, he looks so white trash right now.
Yeah, but that's hot, man.
that's a
If
bit-
Bellerin says it's hot, bro, jump on. Jump on.
I don't know if it's hot, so it's hot.
Oh.
All right, who is your
Jordan-
right
I'm
back?
Jordan-
sending it to the group chat.
Do you want to know my most embarrassing, one of my most embarrassing moments of my life? Is the day I met Bellerin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like 2 years later, it came out he was suffering from alcoholism from his
Yeah.
injury. I bought him 2 beers.
Oh no. Oh no.
I was like, yo, hecky, bro. And I think I couldn't even buy beer in America, but the confidence.
I'm just saying that hair is not that bad.
It's
on
not
him.
Not good. It's,
It's not
not
that
good.
It could have been
I
worse.
just and like I think it's funny that people say like, oh, veganism ruined his pace, and maybe there's something
No.
that like
It
not
is, yeah,
every
in
not,
As if he
not-
didn't have
not
injuries.
every diet works for every person, so there might be something there. But he blew out his knee and his
Yeah.
ankle in the space of 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But honestly, 18-year-old Hector Bellerin
Yes.
had as big an impact on the league back
Mhm.
then before Trent did the passing as
Yeah.
Trent did have. Like
Yeah.
the impact he showed instantly
Yeah.
was absolutely crazy.
I always love you know that clip of Douglas Costa, that skill that's like really viral.
Yeah.
Hector Bellerin like dominated in that game completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had one beat.
Yeah.
beat.
Do you ever
I think
think
that-
about the like Hector's debut was against Dortmund, right?
Yeah.
He got toasted.
Yeah. Wenger gave so many players debuts in like big games. Like
Yeah.
Iwobi had his debut against Barcelona.
Yeah, this came up against Twitter when Klopp just started throwing random men from Birkenhead on against us. Like he just was finding people in Toxteth and just hurling them on the field. Like that doesn't count, bro. That doesn't
You're not
count.
good with youth for that.
It's just like Wenger just put anybody on.
Yeah.
I think Bellerin's debut, he just threw him at centre mid. He's like, look it. I mean,
I think
can you
Sanya
play
had, like,
football?
Yes.
was like,
Yeah.
was it like Sanya had a last minute injury or something? Like it wasn't planned. I
No,
think.
it was Sandy was gone, bro. It was we
Or
signed
Debussy or
Debussy,
yeah.
who was
Debussy.
honestly really good. For
Yeah.
Yeah.
3
Yeah, he
months
was,
or
yeah.
2 months. He was
And
really
then
good 2 months.
Arnautovic pushed him
Yeah,
over.
held
to-
him.
Yeah.
low key,
And-
pretty good thing though.
Hector
Yeah.
never looked back. Hector
Yeah.
took his chance.
That's
Listen,
crazy, man.
Come back
What a
home,
boy.
Hecky. Miss you.
Okay,
Yo.
who are your guys?
I just got the transition from you, bro. Talking about Dortmund, my guy is actually Lucas Pischeck.
Oh,
It's sort of the archetype of old school right back,
Yeah.
like just like solid defending,
yeah.
like just there every single game.
Just
Like he
tidy.
would know
Yeah.
when to put a foot in and when not, and when to get the yellow card. And like if a game needed it, he'd take the red. But like he was just
Yeah.
always there as well. And I just think he was so synonymous. That Bellici yellow hair with that yellow and black kit. Like
Yeah.
he was just so good for Dortmund for so long. Like when he
Okay.
was 30 and we had lost Sanya, and he was like towards the end of his career, that year that we signed Debussy,
Mhm.
I was like, I don't care, he's 30, bring Pischeck in. Like bring Pischeck in, please.
Yeah.
I can get.
Wouldn't have
Think
thought,
about
wouldn't
that.
have thought he'd come up.
Neither did I. That is
This,
not a right
this
back I
episode has
expected.
been more Polish than I had anticipated.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, I'm what am I? One of those American migrants. I'm like a quarter Polishy fucker. I don't know. But it's in my blood, man. Lewandowski was robbed.
I mean, he was. But yeah.
Yeah, he was a little.
Yeah.
He was. Oh, we've
Oh.
removed. Okay, we've
We did
removed
it.
the 20.
Oh.
We've removed. Okay,
Okay.
cool. Anyway, carry
We
on.
did it.
Thanks, Zoom.
Thanks.
Brilliant. Anyway, Scott, what about your right back?
So I had Hector Bellerin as a honorable mention.
Yeah,
I put Trent in as well. 'Cause I just like attacking fullbacks.
that's fair.
But my pick is Dani Alves.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair.
yeah,
Yeah, all
Yeah.
kind of the same vibe.
yeah.
Just going forward, demons.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I
Yeah,
think Dani Alves was final form Bellerin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like what I sort of saw there was what that was like. Dani
Super
Alves
Saiyan
was
Bellerin. Yeah.
phenomenal.
Bellerin never got close to what he could have been. Like if Bellerin got to Dani Alves level, bro, it could have happened. Minus the injury, it could have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I
Yeah.
really like Dani Alves pick there.
Yeah.
He was in my consideration. I didn't have any like personal not belief like any personal connection to him, but I love it. He was he was one of the first I thought about. I was like, well, Dani Alves is the best right back I've probably seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, but when I'm picking out my favorite, I just sort of think better than Pischeck over it. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dani
I
Alves
think
is
like
class.
most of the players in my all my picks are like the midfield and attack is where I get like a personal connection, and like the defense and goalkeeper are ones I just kind of like because
Yeah.
I'm not too
Yeah.
attached to the positions.
All right.
They're not real footballers, man. They're just
They're
it
just
doesn't
there.
count.
They're just there.
Mm.
My right back is my penultimate Stevenage pick. All right.
Bro, knock
Ronnie-
them out early.
Ronnie Henry. Ronnie Henry.
Whew.
What a boy.
Over the heads.
What a
Yeah.
boy.
About Ronnie
Sure.
Henry.
Leading appearance. Oh, I've not my headphone up. Leading appearance maker for Stevenage. Came back 2-3 times I think to the club. I don't know
Oh.
where he is now. I think he's at Billericay, but still,
At where?
you know.
Just hiding in Essex.
Where is he now? Let me have a look. Oh, he's at Royston Town actually. He's at Royston Town, but he came back. Came
has to
through the
travel
Tottenham
far, though.
Academy. He's 37. Love him. He as a kid, right? Again, go and watch football. I wanted to play right back, and like, I didn't actually end up playing football, but I wanted to be a defender. But I'm too short to be a centre back, so I wanted to play as a fullback because I was fast. What?
Wow.
Can someone
You're the
someone
only
please tell
person
me
that's ever wanted to be a defender.
being
Yeah.
a right back? Can someone tell me why we had him starting up front for our six-a-side for a year and a half? Never once did he say, "Yeah, I'll play defense."
No, but yeah,
You did-
this
you're
was when
a-
I was a kid. This was
you're
when
a
I was a
rev-
kid.
You're a reverse Mikel Antonio.
I wanted, as a kid, I wanted to play in defence because I enjoyed defending. But I was
Ow.
too small to be a centre back, so they put me there.
I wanted
Wow.
to score.
Nah, I'm not that. I was so bad. I was so bad at football. I didn't even play it. So it's, but yeah, going to football. Ronnie Henry, what a boy.
What a lad.
Ronnie Henry.
Yeah, that's my penultimate
Honest-
Stevenage pick.
Honestly, I can honestly say that's a football player I've never heard of. Thank you very much.
It
It's
sounds like
Stevenage's-
it sounds like a generic FIFA player.
Yeah.
Like the name that's there before you
Yeah.
create the player.
Stevanage's
Ronnie
all-time
Henry.
Stevanage's all-time record appearance holder. Thank you very much. That's my penultimate
good.
Stevenage pick. The other Stevenage pick you actually might know. Well, you probably should know, but yeah,
Try me.
I've got it.
Try me.
Freddie will know.
I'm American.
Scott
I don't
will,
know this.
Scott will know who they are when I say it.
Will I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you will.
You might not know him for Stevenage.
Yeah, but you'll know him.
Yeah, I know it.
Okay. I hope so.
All right. Do we do centre back or left back?
Let's get a fullback done.
Okay.
All right,
so
left back. I'll start.
Who else is picking my boy?
Nacho.
Who's your boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to check that I did hold Nacho. I did.
Nacho
Nacho.
Monreal.
yeah.
I love that man. I love him
thought-
so much.
I thought about Nacho.
Who did you put then?
Wow.
Gibbo.
Okay, Gibbo's fair.
What?
Gibbo's fun,
Give
bro.
Gibbs
Gibbo's
a
fun.
match.
Yeah, it gives us fun.
I like
Never
Gibbo.
complained.
though.
Never complained.
Vibes. My team is about the
Never
vibes.
No, but Nacho, man. How can you not love him?
La
How can you
cabra.
not?
Ronaldinho of left backs.
Honestly, I know there was that stat that there's the best thing in the world where he had like 3 competitive goals in like 11 years, and then over like, what was it, Scott? Like you just kept track of it. It was like a 5-week period. He trebled that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the most
I remember-
outstanding
I remember
run
this
of
one
form.
game.
Just
we-
like,
we were like, oh, sorry.
oh, go ahead.
There was like me and Freddie were like hyping up Monreal for weeks. And then there was one game against Palace, and within 15 minutes, he had a goal and 2 assists.
Yeah, it's like, are you fucked? Are you fucked?
Bro, he was so great. And he wore my favourite number as well. You know,
I also
have to back
just
it.
think that as like a January signing, you look back and you go, well, that was to like plug a gap. We had Gibbs injured, we had no one else there.
yeah.
None of our youth were up for it. And then like he just came in and did exactly what you need. Got Andre Santos the fuck out of our memories. I just he was so, and then honestly, like he just wasn't anything you thought you needed at left back, and then
Yeah.
he was everything you ever needed at left back.
Yeah.
And then he was a bit sussy on defense.
But then
And
he
then
played centre
Wenger
back.
just played him centre back. Like,
Yeah.
well, you're gonna fucking learn it. Like you got nothing. You got no other choice because I went into a season with 3 centre backs and one of them is Vermaelen, who hasn't played in 2 years. So when Koscielny gets the ankle injury, which we know is coming, in you get, mate. And then he had a 4-month stint at centre back and was just fantastic in a pit, in like a tomb.
What a man! He's just very likable, isn't he? He's very likable.
Wenger defenses, bless them.
Yeah.
Wenger was the only guy who made defenses like genuinely interesting.
Yeah.
Like, even if they weren't perfect, they were still always fun.
Yeah.
Even when they were bad, just objectively bad.
And then Emery tried the sauce with it when he put Xhaka in at left centre back.
Correct.
No, you've gone too far.
Yeah.
No. You've learn your place. Did he play Xhaka and Lichtsteiner in a back three?
No, it was like Xhaka, Lichtsteiner, El Neni was a back three in one game.
No, that was the game I think Koscielny thought, because it was Koscielny, because we rushed Koscielny back from his another Achilles injury, and Koscielny looked around at Lichtsteiner, and Xhaka went, "Yeah, I'm gonna die at this game.
Yeah.
If I don't get out of it, I'll never walk again."
Yeah. Yeah.
It was at Southampton. I think we lost like 2-1 or something.
Yeah.
You look back, you're just like, yeah, fair enough, mate. You get yourself out of here.
You know what, mate? Fair play.
Soldiers welcome.
Speaking of Koscielny, should we go to centre backs, or have you got another?
I have one honourable mention.
Back.
Yeah.
I got one honourable mention.
Go on.
My Dutch Chelsea king, Patrick Van.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
you do
okay.
love him.
You
do love
he
him.
was just like, for a 3-year relegation candidate, he was a top 10 left back in the league, and that was just sort of, we just didn't really deserve him, and they left on a free transfer. I was like, that's really rude of you. But Patrick Van Aanholt was absolutely fantastic, and he just settled in that void that Adam Johnson left on that left side of the attack, and he was phenomenal. He just, honestly, we didn't have a left winger and then so he did everything. He was so good.
We love Sunderland.
So good.
Yeah. I just got a title for like a tweet we could put out.
Filling the void that Adam Johnson
favorite players in each position, and Adam Johnson is mentioned. There's something in there.
Jesus. All right, go on, centre backs. Who's got who? Who wants to go?
I'll go quick.
Okay.
I mentioned him, man. The shit Koscielny had to deal with year in, year out.
Yeah.
And every single year, the new best striker in the league would say, yeah, kind of low-key, Koscielny is the hardest one to play against.
Yeah.
Like Lukaku came back, or no, he never came back. He transferred, like, yeah, Koscielny is the hardest. Everyone came in, Koscielny is the hardest to play against. And, like, he did that just, you look back at it, like, every single game day, he had, like, 2 injections into his left foot. And then, like, he had to cover ground, like, that's the thing. And then his best ever partner was his most immobile partner, because they were both so smart.
Mhm.
And it was just fantastic.
It was such a
man
good pair.
made a Mustafi partnership unbeaten in 23 games.
Yeah.
Arguably his finest legacy.
Speaking of Per is mine.
Per is mine too.
Per is mine.
Per is
Could
mine
drop
too.
either of them in.
Yeah.
Are we 50-50 Koscielny Martinson?
Are we? Yeah.
I
Wow.
think so.
Murder Shelney, man. Murder
Yeah.
Shelney.
I mean, I have
Unbeaten in 100 games, so we went to Liverpool and lost 5-0 or whatever.
Yeah. I have 2 weird honourable mentions. Well, Koscielny's one, like another one, but Darius Charles, obviously. We all love Darius Charles.
My God.
And
Weirdly,
weirdly as a kid, I had a tour at Wembley, right? And all the England kits were up. And I only got a
If
photo
he says John Terry, man.
with Phil Jagielka's kit. Phil
What?
Jagielka.
What?
And you know what? I saw him the other day when I was at work, because Derby were playing, and he's saucy, bro. He's 39. He was balling out against Fulham. He was incredible. And you know what? It re-sparked a bit of love for him. So Phil Jagielka's on the mind. So I'm saying
So-
Phil Jagielka.
We're not picking 2 center backs, right? It's just the one.
No, just the one.
That's fine.
Yeah, but if you have
Okay,
honourable
so my
mentions-
honorable mention is Sergio Ramos,
Yeah, that's fair.
just
Sure.
because he's such a cunt and
Yeah.
I love him.
That's true.
Yeah, that's fair.
Piece of
There's,
shit.
there's
Just
something
he's
admirable
just a
about
piece of
Yeah.
shit, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I have
And yeah,
one.
Liverpool hate him,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the enemy of my enemy is, you know. I also
Uh,
didn't
I-
like Barcelona, so that goes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I had one, and it's one I probably shouldn't like, but as a kid, obviously I didn't have I couldn't see like intelligent defending as a kid. I just saw, tackle, good. I like Nemanja Vidic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Probably the apex of brainless, just elite instinct. But like
Yeah.
his instincts were so good.
Yeah, I think it's as well. It's just he looks like a scary man, and as a kid, I was like, yeah, defender, scary man, make tackles, good.
But there's a lot to that. I think there's
Yeah.
a lot to that.
Yeah,
I
it's
think-
weird. I'd say. Sure.
Anyone else got a shout? Because I got one. I need mentioning.
Go on.
When this motherfucker's bald ass goofy face comes on the screen, and you just know that Spurs have done something, and I see Giorgio Chiellini's face just beaming with that goofy smile. Another
Yeah.
one that, when we were lacking at centre back, and Giorgio Chiellini, I think this might have been the 15 season, was on a free transfer, and he was 32. And like back then, you go, you know what? I actually quite like the idea of Giorgio Chiellini at Arsenal. And then you go, he is 32, and you look, and he's just won the Euros. You're like, fuck me.
Yeah.
And like I know there's something about, like, I don't know if he can defend for that long in a league that isn't Serie A.
Yeah.
I don't know if he ever would. He clearly wouldn't leave Juventus.
Yeah.
But there's just something so alongside Bonucci, who like had like a bit more tech to him, like, and just a number 5 defender, that sort of just stalwart steel
Mhm.
alongside him. Just Chiellini was so good. Like just the phenomenal cynicism to take down Saka in that Euros final.
Yeah.
And you had absolute cunts saying it should be a red card. It's like, no, it's
No.
the exact definition
Yeah.
of a yellow. Like he knows, he's played so much football. Like he knows more than you of why that's a yellow card.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's also 39. Like Saka's roasting him. The best defensive thing he could do there is just choke slam into the ground. With his shirt. I just whenever Spurs have done a dumb, you just know you're gonna
Yeah.
see his face.
I love it
The
every
story of
time.
the Tottenham.
Yeah.
It's
I
one of
love
those.
it.
It's one of those. What's it? Pictures you can hear.
Yeah.
You just see
Yeah.
his face.
just see his
Tottenham. By Tottenham.
I mean, yeah. Chiellini's good. Not
The
quite
story of the
Jagielka,
Tottenham.
you know.
It's the easy.
It's the easy story of the Tottenham.
It's the history.
It's the history.
History of the Tottenham.
It's the first. By Tottenham.
Yeah, not quite Jagielka, but solid.
Up there. He's up there.
He's up there. All right, should we go to 6? Who's got who?
I didn't pick a 6.
Can you think of one off the top of your head?
I'll think of one later.
All right,
You
we'll
got
go.
it.
All right. Has anyone gone ball winner? Have we all gone register?
I've kind of like,
Mm.
I just tried to fit as many midfielders as I like, and I kind of picked any
Yeah.
who you had played deeper at one
Yeah.
point.
Same.
I'll jump.
Mhm.
I'm
You
going
go.
Pirlo.
Yeah, fair.
Pirlo.
Pirlo.
Pirlo's
I
a
just
shout.
it was just
Pirlo,
so
yeah.
effortlessly fun. I was debating honestly. My two were Xabi Alonso
No
or
Pirlo, no
Pirlo.
party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
So
what
I
it
think
is.
Xabi Alonso might be my pick.
I think
now that you
honestly, like
mention him.
looking back on it,
Yeah,
like,
now that you said
beard
Xabi
and lad
Alonso.
Bible like fantasisms aside, I think probably Xabi Alonso is better.
Yeah,
But I think Pirlo, like just
Sexy
that
football.
elegance
yeah.
of doing,
Yeah.
and like doing it again. Like, why is there something so hot about with like really old men
They're
doing
both
like,
so.
playing
They're
pretty
both
good.
so hard.
It's the
Like,
so
beard. It's the
effortlessly.
beard.
Pirlo's heat map was like just the circle, the
Yeah,
center circle. That was it.
just
that was
Just
the
hanging
Dutch man.
passes.
But then his
Yeah.
pass map. Whoa.
See, now
And
you
then
said
just,
Xabi Alonso. I forgot he existed until you just said it, and I was like, "Oh my
I
god,
know.
yeah!"
I really
Xabi
think
Alonso.
he's a forgotten man of
Yeah.
like
He is.
recent football.
Yeah.
Because he
But-
just chilled in Germany for that
Yeah.
couple of years.
Yeah.
Just
Xabi
having
Alonso-
a great time.
I'm adding him to my honourable mentions because I don't have an honourable mention for that. But like my deeper midfielder, it's not really. It's Diaby. It's Diaby.
Okay.
Okay.
He
Wow.
was one of my favourites. I just really was upset every time.
Those
Just
9 games you saw him play.
Every time I wanted him to succeed, and I could see it, and I was like, "Yeah, he looks so good," and then he'd just die.
Yeah.
He'd die every other week, and I'm like, "Oh,
He just
Brilliant.
wasn't a real player, man.
Yeah,
He
No, he
wasn't a
didn't
real
exist.
player.
he's all I wanted in a player because I love a defensive
He was
midfielder
a
or like
dream.
So underrated.
yeah.
But
A
it's
player
just-
in
it's
that
so-
Diaby was
mold.
a dream.
Yeah,
It's just so mad to think that like Vieira, you look at Vieira and you got literally a once in generation player. And like, look, honestly, I could put Vieira in any one of my midfield slots, and I
Yeah,
haven't
same.
because I
Yeah.
just didn't watch him
Yeah.
enough.
yeah,
But you look back at Vieira's a once in generation player, and you had a guy just like that, just chilling,
yeah.
just waiting,
Yeah,
and then he just his
Yeah.
body wasn't a
it's
footballer's
just
body.
so,
Like, do you
it's
know how
so
unlucky that
unfortunate,
is?
man. And like,
Yeah.
as a person as well, he's just lovely. I just love him, man.
Giving a
Yeah.
transfer.
Yeah,
leaks
what
in
transfer did he
mosques.
confirm? Was it
Yeah.
Higuain or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
met him in a mosque. Inshallah, Higuain's coming, bro.
There's that video of what was the video of when they were at Highbury, wasn't it? And they were talking, and then he just was like in tears about something, and I was like, man, it's just about missing playing for the club, and I was like,
Yeah. I remember in like 2014 or something when he used to play like under 21s and stuff, and there was like a picture of him and like the scars on his legs. Were
yeah,
and there was
Yeah.
so many of them.
yeah. He was the biggest, in my eyes, like the biggest what if player, man.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But I
Can you
just
actually
loved
imagine
him. I loved him.
the hypothetical football that we love to build?
Oh yeah,
We
Oh,
would have
yeah.
run a Diaby Wilshire pivot.
yes. Footy,
Oh
footy.
man, hypothetical footy is the best type.
Yeah,
of football.
man.
yeah, that's what we love.
Cannot
about
change
it.
my mind.
Yeah. Scott, who was yours?
I'll go through my honorable mentions first. They're kind of, yeah. I have Kante as one of them.
Yeah,
Speaks for
Yeah.
itself. Mainly for the Leicester season because it
yeah,
was just so fun.
Yeah.
I had Roy Keane mainly because I wanted to include Irish players, and
fair.
Really?
yeah, most successful Premier League captain ever. Just throwing it in there.
Also a
But
tosser.
I honestly think Keane is annoyingly underrated.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Like annoyingly so.
he's very
He's a
good, but
cunt.
he is a tosser.
sorry. Yeah. I couldn't pick him either because I just didn't watch him enough.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
my pick is Yaya Toure.
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, Torre.
He was
Oh.
he was in my thoughts.
yeah.
His
Yeah.
brother.
Should I get
in my
Jorgen's?
thoughts.
Should I get Jorgen's? Because he sent me his.
Oh yeah,
Did he?
I forgot about that.
No,
Yeah,
let's run Jurgen at the end.
Yeah.
'cause
Alright,
that's
Yeah.
we'll go for Jurgen's at the end.
Oh, yeah,
fallen,
okay.
brother.
Yeah. All
That
Yeah.
way, Jurgen will have to listen to the whole thing.
right.
Yeah.
But no, yeah,
Yeah.
Yaya Toure, man,
Just
what
demon,
a
bro.
player.
I
Yeah.
think was it 2014 that he just had that mad season, but nobody talked about it because Suarez had it at the same time.
Yeah,
Uh,
but the most remarkable thing, I think it was 13-14.
Yeah.
And it was God, we had him and that Ramsey season in 1 year.
mhm.
Yeah.
And
And
but Ramsey missed like 4 months and Suarez.
Yeah.
But that he had like 22 goals and 13 or 14 were free kicks.
Yeah.
Like that
He was
percentage, like in one way it
incredible.
sort of lowers it in a way like, oh, set piece.
Yeah.
But then you
Yeah.
also think, hang on, free kicks are really low probability.
Yeah.
A free kick is like a less than 10%
I
shot.
know.
A man bagged 14.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I remember his goal against Aston Villa as well, where he just got the ball and just like ran.
Just so rare.
yeah,
Just straight. Yeah,
And
no,
just
I'm
buried
gonna
it,
do
yeah.
this.
Mhm.
I'm
So
gonna do
good.
this.
He
Yeah.
was so good. He was so
Yeah.
so good. But yeah, I like that. I like that. Safe,
Yeah,
have you got
pure-
one?
Shame for Pep
I feel like
to take
Xabi
it for us.
Alonso.
Yeah, Shelby. Yeah,
Oh,
fair.
did we? We both think it's Jabby.
Yeah,
Good.
because I didn't
Really?
pick it. I didn't pick it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I picked I picked a 4-3-3 basically, but like
Right.
that's here nor there. I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I
that's
spent
fair.
10 minutes on this. Okay, should we start
Oh,
go with 8?
you're sick.
Yeah, such a midfielder.
You guys aren't gonna believe who I pick. It's Aaron Ramsey.
No
My dad.
way.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
No way, man.
This is my favorite player ever, I think.
yeah. He's in my honorable mention.
He's
Yeah,
I think it's
It's-
sort of mad to just that
yeah.
what we had in Ramsey and we sort of didn't really give him the respect he actually was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's my honorable mention. I put someone ahead of him because I didn't want to be too Arsenal-y, but Ramsey, man, fucking
Yeah.
hell. 2 cup-winning goals, ending that overblown 9-year drought. When we look back on it, a 9-year drought, like, is it that deep?
no.
Oh. All of his success after having his legs snapped in half in one of the worst injuries I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And snubbing Bacon
Like-
Face Ferguson to come to us as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's still a post on manunited.com.
Yes.
It says manunited.com transfer arranged Ramsey, and you'll see a post because they do their pre-announcements, don't
Yeah,
they?
they do.
United
Yeah.
have always done it. They've always done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we think we'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah, Ramsey's
Yeah,
good.
no.
Ramsey's a good shout. He's on my honorable mention.
Just the sauce and the confidence that he had
Yeah.
or has. I haven't watched much of him in Italy,
Yeah, neither.
but
I
I
know
hope
he
he's
plays
doing
in
alright.
Italy.
yeah.
I hope he's doing okay.
Everything Wales play, he bikes.
Yeah,
I
no.
think my
Wales
Wales
Ramsey is the best midfielder in the world.
Up there with France
Yeah.
Pogba. Up there with France Pogba.
Yeah,
hypothetical and international football
Yeah.
are the same thing.
Hey, man.
that's true.
What my like Ramsey connection is my girl's Welsh, and when she said when I met her at Nando's, I was like, oh yeah, so tell me where you're from, and she went, oh, South Wales, and like I know one town in South Wales, and I know it's called Caerphilly because I know where Aaron Ramsey's from. And when I tell you that this blonde bombshell with the maddest hips I've ever seen said, I'm from Caerphilly, instead of, oh, that's interesting, I went, like Aaron Ramsey, straight away. And she went, what? And I went, like Aaron Ramsey. And she went, oh yeah, my brother-in-law was in his year at school. They played footy together. And I was like, I'm wifing her. This is my chance. This is my chance. I get to know Aaron Ramsey. And I was just in Caerphilly yesterday, drove back up yesterday, and horrible place. Shocking. But
Apologies to people from Caerphilly town.
Everyone
exist, man.
from Caerphilly, Washington.
no, that's it. They know. They know
Yeah.
that they have two things of note, and one of them is Aaron Ramsey.
Hey,
And that's my, like, the second she said it, I was like, the chances she says the one town in Wales that I know.
that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you pick Ramsey as well, Freddie? No.
Oh no, actually, after all that, no. Can someone tell me who you think the techiest baller to consistently be a 16th to 20th place team in the Premier League is? Who do you think? Who are the names that come to your head? Who's a techie baller who is fighting with relegation for most of his Premier League career?
Is this a Sunderland player?
Yes. It is also a HLN boy. For 1 year. Not a true HLN boy, but he signed a scholarship
Seb
contract.
Larson.
Seb
Seb
Larson.
Larson. Seb Larson.
Seb
Seb
Larson.
Larson. I had to use my brain
Man-
a bit, but Seb
Man
Larson.
scored a bike on his debut for Sunderland at Anfield. And when I tell you, I lost my shit. I was like, because I saw him at Birmingham with their man who broke my heart.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck this guy, man. And then he's got a bike at Anfield on his debut. I was like, I'm falling in love with this guy. And then he came to the Emirates, came back, and then scored that free kick. Oh my! And I think to this day, I'm trying to think anyone's might be maybe Ward Prowse getting up there, but the only person to score more free kicks than him in the Premier League, I believe, is actually David Beckham, which is
Yeah.
kind of mad when you think that he was
Yeah.
like in a team that was consistently on the verge of being relegated, and we let him go on a free for some reason, and then we get relegated the year after. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's like I'm so happy we got relegated for that, because like, who did we think we are?
Freddie, you'll appreciate this. The first Arsenal match I ever watched was actually against Sunderland.
What was it? Was it the 2-1
I
Van
don't
Persie
remember. I
double?
think it was like 2008 or something like that.
Oh no,
I don't
remember
when, but that was the first
Right,
that I
cool.
remember because I had a friend who was an Arsenal fan. I was like, yeah, I saw them playing Sunland.
that's
That
the
was
one,
the
man. Sunderland.
abbreviation. That was the
Sunland.
abbreviation.
I love
Sunland.
Sunland.
Like Sunderland. I was like Sunland. Like
But,
that makes sense.
I honestly believe the purest footballer to ever consistently fight relegation.
Yeah.
What a player!
Do you
And
know
I
who's-
think Sweden's second highest cap player
Yeah, I think
behind
he is.
Zlatan.
He's got 133 caps. I'm looking at
Yeah, like
Wikipedia now.
I'm sorry, you're not going to be a bum. And
Yeah,
play
yeah,
130
yeah.
international.
You know, he was at
caps.
Arsenal for 6 years.
Yeah. But
Nice.
how many was under 18? Like I think he is HLN technically. He's not
He was
quite.
in the youth in Haaland for 3 years.
He's
yeah,
only
yeah,
36.
exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And
That's a good
Wenger on his
player.
debut just shoved him left back for no reason.
Yeah.
He's like, get on there.
Yeah. His
Yeah.
first, he made his first team debut against Manchester City in 2004, where he played in left back.
That's the one, man. Played in the played a hybrid, man. He played a
Yeah.
hybrid, and he's still playing for Sweden.
He
That's a
made his
guy.
Premier League debut on February 1st, 2006, replacing Sol Campbell at halftime.
Run it, run it, run it, run it. There you go, man. What a player. So that's my
That's
Arsenal.
Uh,
He started
When I
at
tell you-
centre back. He started at centre back for 2 games. Well, played at centre back for 2 games.
Because I'm telling you, defenders aren't real.
Frankie doesn't do that shit.
Seb Larsson came on for Sol Campbell, and then the next game started because Sol Campbell was in bad form.
Was that the Sol Campbell when we picked him up from like Portsmouth?
I think so. Yeah.
Or
What?
something?
2006?
No, not Portsmouth. Like he was released, and we went, "Come and train with us." It's like if we
Yeah.
signed
Yeah,
Jack
yeah.
Wilshere now.
Yeah.
And
It's like,
started Jack
we do
Wilshere.
need a body.
Yeah.
There's a very real chance that Wilshere signs. Like,
Wilshere's
yeah.
we're gonna
Yeah.
need bodies in January.
Bro, I love that, man. Speaking of Wojciech,
Okay, I'm gonna go pee while you talk about yours.
wow, doesn't care.
I care, Harry. Please tell me.
Go
So,
on.
all right, Wojciech. Actually, no, Wojciech. No, we're not on 10. Never mind. I was gonna play. But
Spoilers.
yeah, sorry. My midfielder is Santi.
Yeah.
Santi,
I got
and then
nothing to
obviously
say.
Ramsey.
Yeah.
There's an honourable mention.
My honorable mention was Fabregas.
Just hurt me too much. Honestly,
Yeah,
when I went
exactly.
back to it, just
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
He's in honourable mentions, but
He's an honorable
my heart's broken.
playing style. Probably my favorite Arsenal
yeah.
player.
Yeah,
But like
yeah,
the
man.
fucking shit he put us through.
back.
Scott, the shit he put us through. One guess. What player?
Who do you think?
They've just said the shit he put us through.
The shit he put us through.
An
There's a
Arsenal,
number of people.
Arsenal midfielder. Arsenal midfielder.
I don't know. There's loads of people it could be. Is it Matty Flamini?
No. It's Cesc. Well, it's not my
Cesc.
Cesc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like none of us have put
From
Cesc
paying
to
for his
starting.
own transfer away from
Yeah.
us to joining Chelsea.
Yeah.
He's an honourable mention of mine, but mine's Santi. I mentioned
Yeah.
while you were gone. But
Yeah.
Santi. I
Respect.
love Santi so much.
Yeah.
All right, 10. Oh, do you want to carry?
I didn't pick.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Scotty,
didn't.
go.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
Scott,
Oh,
sorry.
go.
I actually did pick Cesc Fabregas.
Oh, fair.
Oh.
There we go.
Did you?
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, I had Santi and Ramsey as honorable mentions, along with Iniesta.
Yeah, Iniesta.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Iniesta.
That was cool.
3 Spaniards and Aaron Ramsey.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Can't really add to them. They're all
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
I think we mentioned all 3 of them. Iniesta's,
Iniesta's
Yeah.
just Iniesta.
yeah,
Yeah, you could.
yeah.
Enough said.
My
Xavi guy.
hatred for Barcelona.
You're a Xavi guy. I went, more Iniesta.
Slightly.
More Iniesta.
It kept me from picking.
Yeah.
I think
Next.
my memory of Cesc was when I first got my red membership to the Emirates Club or whatever it's called, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
And the one thing you get other than the 5th in line for tickets was you get to do an open training at the Emirates.
Yeah.
But when I tell you this little brat spent an hour of it just kicking ball into goal and sitting on the touchline, and I went, "What if I was doing?" And my dad went, "He doesn't want to be here anymore, Fred." And I went, "Wow, Dad, that hurts, man. Let's walk home." And we walked home. And when I say I didn't eat my dinner, I just went to Mum and don't do it. I'm not for this. I'm not for this.
Throw
anymore."
a break.
That's so sad. That's so
Yeah,
sad.
because my dad's seen it. He's seen it with like basketball,
Yeah.
like every sport. Like he's lived it, man. And
Yeah.
he's just like, that's a player who doesn't want to be anymore. And that like whenever I see Fabregas, and the second half of that was that ball he played to Schürrle on his Chelsea Burnley day.
yeah.
That was where
So good.
this is hurting more than I thought.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
Yeah, man.
Took him 1 game.
Mhm.
because I did this mental gymnastics when like, yeah, but he wasn't even rated at Barcelona, man. That would fuck with him, man. Yeah, Premier League's changed his back, and he always
then
hated
that.
Mourinho.
No.
Yeah.
And then
and
one game
bang.
was like, I have to delete some takes to my friends.
No, he could have so easily gone to anywhere else in Europe.
Yeah.
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 Chelsea.
Yeah. It hurts. Let's move on.
Fucking
I might
Red Boys,
cry.
mate.
Let's move
Yeah,
on.
man.
Let's move on. All right,
Yeah.
to 10. Who wants to start with 10?
I'll
Okay.
start.
Safe
The
loves
next-
a 10. Safe
I
loves
The
a
do
next
10.
love
four
a 10.
positions
My
for me are
10
really-
is
are really
Mesut
fun.
Ozil.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was never going to be another
Yeah,
one.
I'm
Even
not
before
surprised.
he signed for Arsenal, I was just like, this is the guy.
Yeah.
That 2010 World Cup when he fucking eviscerated England. It's Ozil.
Yeah.
It's
That was one of
Ozil.
my first erections.
Bro. Bro.
Nah, same sort of thing, man.
Oh.
Mine's Mesut, man. Exact
Mhm.
same. I think Mesut safe. I don't know about you because like I transitioned to footy, like from other sports.
Yeah, me too.
So he was the first one I sort of understood what when I watched him was like what made a good player. Like I would always see good goals in this. And
Yeah.
I remember Thierry, like the last bits of it, and I remember like output machines. And I didn't really get defending or whatever because it doesn't count. But when I saw Ozil, I genuinely saw what good footy was. And I remember saying to my dad again, like just Ted Keen hours, man, dropping wisdom.
Yeah.
I
And
love
my
Ted
dad said
Keen.
to him,
Shout out Ted
my
Keen.
dad dropping hot take of hot takes. 19-year-old Ozil, he went, man, this guy might be the third best player in the world, straight up. And he just like after Messi and Ronaldo, which is back then 2010, like we are in 2011 now. That's kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
But he went, this guy might be the third best player in the world. I was like, Dad, who is he? And he's like, I don't know. I have no clue, but I'm watching him now for the first time, and this guy might be the third best player I've ever seen. The third best player in the world right now. And then so I always watched him. From then I always watched him. I always loved him. And just like that, when Wenger was openly fawning about him,
Yeah.
saying like, "Oh yeah, we love him. He's going to do great at Real Madrid." You're like, "Yeah, he's going to do great at Real Madrid."
Mhm.
And then for a time, Real Madrid became my El Clasico team just because of Ozil.
Yeah.
And then when he has no allegiance to North London and has very little now, but when Wenger brought him home,
Yeah.
fucking when I'm the only one here who's blessed enough to live. Well, I don't live lived in North London.
I
When
lived
I
in North
tell
London.
you, yeah, that's true. I
lived there for a year, thank you.
I was in
Yeah,
London
when
on
I-
the day, actually.
Are you? When I tell
Yeah.
you, like the air changed, and I don't think people like realize like that was the sort of the sense of right, poverty era is done. Like we're
Yeah.
here to play ball now.
Yeah.
And then that followed that was Alexis. Like that was the moment when we signed Ozil, and that was the
Was it-
people were
Was it
printing
a
shirts before
similar
it was even
feeling
confirmed.
to when the Lakers got Braun?
I went there in LA, but it was
Not
probably
like, you-
a bit
but like
like
that, like yeah.
unity that everyone was like,
We're-
okay,
yeah.
Where it's
this
just
is
like,
our guy
ooh.
now. This is
We're
our
going
guy.
up now, yeah.
We rally around them for whatever comes, and that's what kind of stuck the landing for me was that then people didn't. They went back on their promises. That Wenger said like, "This is our guy," and then people didn't stick by him. That made me sad. But Ozil was the first person I saw like football storytelling through. And then I got to see him for my club. And then they did that horrible thing that they put that international break right after deadline day.
Oh yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
waiting like
Yeah.
15 days, man. You got your Ozil shirt. You're like,
Yeah.
you're there. And then, of course, first game against Sunderland. So there's mixed feelings there. And then I'm in the car. I'm not even watching. I think it was like a 3 p.m. kick as well. They did not want us to see this game.
Yeah.
And then you just hear Ozil, beautiful touch, cross Giroud. There it is, 11 minutes, first assist. And you're like, fam!
I got the Ozil haircut that year. So,
yeah.
I was like,
Wow.
yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Well,
the
It
hair
was
salon, I was like, I want
something
this.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like him.
The
I
first
like
player
him a
that
lot.
made me fall in love with football as an actual like
Mhm.
beauty rather than just a sport.
Yeah, that's fair.
Have you
So-
got Ozil?
No honorable mention. That's
I-
my guy.
No, yeah,
Hers
exactly.
was my
Yeah.
honourable mention.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I also got Thomas Rosicky as an honourable mention.
I hear it.
Love
Yeah,
him.
I'm fine with
I
that.
forgot about Rosicky.
Yeah.
Fucking beautiful.
Also-
Love a banana pass.
No, another Steve Majon, Luke Freeman. But like you might actually know Luke Freeman. Baller.
I've heard the
Okay.
name.
Yeah, baller.
Sure,
He played for
sure.
Sheffield United in the Prem last year.
Yeah.
But my number 10 is Wilshere. I just love him. I've always
Okay.
loved Wilshere. He was
Mhm.
one of my favourite players. Like, because it was that sort of era when I was watching football.
Yeah.
Wilshire, just Wilshire. Wilshire from Hertfordshire as well. So adds
Another
to-
dream player.
from Stevenage. Well, born in Hitchin, but lived in Stevenage for a while. But yeah, love him.
I'm still upset he went on loan to Bournemouth. I feel like we could have used him that year.
Yeah, we could have.
Yeah.
We could have.
He just didn't want to.
Bro, lost Wilshire and Nabry in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. That
Uh,
hurts. All right.
my number 10s is where I had the most fun. I had Ozil as like my very close second honorable mention. Other honorable mentions, I had Kaka
Okay.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah.
and I
Former
had
teammates.
Wesley Sneijder.
Ooh.
Wesley, when I
Wesley
was like,
Schneider is a
so
bowler.
if there
That's a
were to be
shout.
one, it would be Wesley, man.
I
Yeah.
fucking loved him.
He was so good. So good, man. Oh,
And he
I
went,
was-
he
almost
went to Turkey
forgot.
so early in
Yeah.
his career. is
I
the
almost
thing.
forgot he existed.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
was
like,
ridiculous.
How old was he when he went to Turkey?
Early 30s has got to be.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I
I
think
feel
he
like it
was
was
32,
younger.
wasn't he? No. His 10-11, was it 10-11 or 9-10? His into season was,
Yeah.
I think he was 29 or
No,
something.
'cause
He hit his peak.
Because then you had that World Cup as well.
He's
where he
37,
was-
right?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
37 right now.
Is that it?
Yeah.
He's a lot younger than I remember him being.
He went to Galatasaray in 2013.
Yeah,
Mad.
so
Early 30s.
run it back.
Now, he would have
30,
been
yeah.
29. He went to
Alright.
Galatasaray when he was 29.
Aye. Yo, bro, money talks, man. Fuck.
Yeah. That's crazy.
He was.
He's not my pick,
Wow.
but I did have to include it.
Yeah, he's incredible.
When my pick is probably the first ever footballer that I loved. It's Ronaldinho.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
The most world class vibes player you could ever find.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're never
He's
gonna
still in
have
prison.
another player like
I think he might be in prison, but
allow it because he's Ronaldinho.
yeah.
Ronaldinho.
Yeah, but it was something fun, wasn't it? It was like cocaine smuggling. That's
Yeah.
no, like I'm serious. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. He didn't do anything.
If you're not hurting anyone, then,
Yeah.
do what you like.
What did he do? Is he still in prison?
But wasn't it the passport thing? No? Or
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
he
he was in
passport.
Oh,
March 2020. He was questioned by police in Paraguay after he was alleged to have used a fake passport to enter the country.
That's it. Free
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
man.
it's so funny. You think of Ronaldinho using a fake passport.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Like,
need a
it's
passport. I'm fucking
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho.
That'd be like the biggest play. Like, look, guys, I know I look like Ronaldinho. Surely, if you thought I'd be Ronaldinho, I'd tell you I was Ronaldinho, and
Yeah.
I'm not. I am Javier Iglesias. So quite clearly,
Yeah.
I'm not.
I am
Ronaldinho.
quite obviously a Paraguayan citizen.
If I could tell you I was Ronaldinho, I'd be telling you I was Ronaldinho.
Oh,
He was another one that like he had
Yeah.
grown men like screaming
Yeah.
to be in their
Yeah.
presence. There's that clip of him doing that Nike, what was the Mercurial shoot or something, and he went
Mhm.
cages in London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that clip of him like men screaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Wow.
also like the way I think about him. It's like I can't even believe he existed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
no.
He-
He's
he's another hypothetical player.
Yeah.
such
Like
You
a
actually
far
did it.
cry
Yeah,
from
you actually
anything
did
that
it.
we see today.
Yeah.
Nobody in today's game
Get De Bruyne the fuck out
is
of it.
allowed to do that.
No, yeah.
Like modern football killed that.
like he did what we all do in
It
clubs
killed
in
fun.
real
Yeah,
life at
exactly.
world class level.
He
What the
Allened
fuck?
it. He Allened it before Allen
Yeah.
Allen.
But to an actual world class level. Like,
Yeah.
Get that
fuck
off
me.
the podcast, man.
Yeah. What a player.
We'll get it again soon. That's the thing. the periods of what a number 10 is changes with who the literal generational player is of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we get a new player who plays like Ronaldinho, you think we better bet it doesn't fall into Simeone's hands.
Mhm.
But then the 10 will come back to being an agile dribbler rather than a sneaky stat pattern.
I do miss it. I
Yeah.
do miss
Yeah.
it. I need a techie 10 back in my life.
We need
But
to
like,
vibes
but like,
back,
even the most horrible bastards know a 10. Like Mourinho, for all his worth, man, Schneider, Ozil,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
like he knew like he couldn't bully someone out of being a 10. I think it's only Simeone who would have the blood on his hands to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. All right. Are we going right wing, left wing? What would you want to do?
Whichever.
Go
Doesn't
right.
matter.
We'll go right
You-
first.
you take
we
it, bro.
started at right back. We'll go to right wing.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll start. My honourable mention, Theo.
Yep.
I had a
Theo's
Theo.
my pick.
Theo was
I had
the
Theo's
first
my
ever.
pick.
Yeah, Theo was the
Yeah.
first ever kit I got. I got a
I love
Walcott on the
that
back.
for you.
Really?
Yeah. I got a Walcott 14.
32? Oh,
No,
14.
14. Yeah.
He's somehow one of Arsenal's most underrated players of all time. It
Yeah,
doesn't
absolutely.
make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Loved
make
him.
sense.
Loved it.
Lethal finisher.
Yeah.
Exactly. He
But
was the
my-
best finisher at the club for a long time.
Oh yeah.
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 For a long time.
My pick is Andre Arshavin.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fun.
Yeah.
I think it was
Right.
Andre is more of a left
Well,
winger.
yeah,
Yeah.
but all right, my left winger is a Stevenage player. But
Yeah, no. I know.
Arshavin did
Okay.
play on the right. Arshavin did play on the right every
Okay.
now and
He
then.
did. He was.
Yeah.
He played for. I think for Russia as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Arshavin, as a kid, again, I don't want kids anymore. But as a kid, I wanted a kid, and I wanted to call it Andre, and I would always make it just because I loved this guy. I loved him. I
That's
loved.
actually-
like that. You like that tweet?
Yeah, the basis of one of the best tweets
Yeah,
ever.
yeah. And I was
These
like,
men take footy too serious. There's this black don running around in my year 3 class called Andre
but
Arshavin.
I was like 11 years old or whatever. And I was like, Andre, that's what I want my kid to be. But no, yeah, Andre
Oh,
Arshavin, what a baller, what a player. Loved him.
Should we have a hot take-off about Theo Walcott? Because I've got one right now. I'm ready
Yeah,
to
go.
speak.
Go
I'm
ahead.
ready. I'm ready to agree.
Clip.
Oh, bro, I'm grinning. This take is steaming. Right. Greenwood is not scoring as many goals for United as Walcott did for Arsenal.
Boom.
That's not a
100%
hot
agree.
take. That's not a hot
100%
take.
agree.
Yeah,
I
no,
think that's
agree.
just
I
accurate.
agree.
100
100
goals,
agree.
fam.
It's accurate.
100. Wait, how many exactly is it?
I
It's
think,
100.
I think he honestly did something mad, like dropped 102 and dipped.
Yeah. What? Like, how good is? Like, I know Greenwood's ball striking ability is probably like his thing,
It's phenomenal.
but other
Yeah,
than
yeah.
that, like, what's he got? I don't watch him.
He is quick. He is
Yeah.
quick.
Mhm.
But he's quick in a time when defenses have got quicker.
Yeah, but like people, like United fans especially, say they want him to be like a striker eventually. Has he got that like movement at all?
I mean, I think he's got the box presence. I don't know if his body doesn't look like a striker to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I've voice crack, but I've got
Oh.
Theo's stats. Theo's
Right, drop
stats.
Okay.
398 games for the Arsenal, 108 goals, 78 assists.
Man almost dropped a
joke.
triple.
That's more assists than I thought he had.
That's
Yeah,
a
he almost dropped a
joke.
triple.
Yeah.
It's nearly a goal contribution every 2 games.
Yeah.
For a winger who missed in total probably 3 of those seasons.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a
Maybe
player.
more.
What a player.
And then it really pissed me off when people always do their like, oh, if only Theo made us, like, fuck off, man.
He did.
If any
did make it.
winger,
He
if
did
any
make
winger at this club right now, who are wingers right now? Emil, Saka,
Saka,
and Pepe. If any of them drop 108 goals
Yeah.
at this club, are you
Yeah.
mad?
In
Yeah.
any amount of time.
In
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
amount of time, let alone 10 or whatever. If they drop 108 goals, I
Yeah,
think we
but
should say shout about that. It's just because you didn't drop what 400.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he wasn't Messi. That's it.
He was so good.
The problem is,
So good.
his Southampton year was the same as Messi's Barcelona year.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, Walcott's a normal human.
Mhm.
Yeah. What a player Theo is, man.
Man, yo, that's actually gonna be heated, man. Respect on Theo's name. Man.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
It was also one of those early moments of Arsenal Twitter being above everyone else when some guy dropped a remix for Walcott signing a contract. That was like superb.
Superb. I
Sounded
love it. I
sounded
love it.
But that's used. That's like Arsenal folklore. No other team has that. Whenever someone signs a contract, is
Sign the
Ramsdale
team.
signed the team.
Signed the
And
team.
everyone is like, what the fuck did he do? Like, we all know.
We all know
Yeah.
where it came from. Big Theo.
All right, Greenwood. Clock's ticking, fella.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Right.
have 10
Come
years to
back
respond.
in 10
Mason
years.
Greenwood.
And I swear to God, I might be wrong. Fuck it. If he does, and also if he does it, Not what's the name? Greenwood. What's his name?
Mason.
Mason.
If he does it, he'll be a fucking great player. And that's the thing. He'll be a fucking great player. And you won't hear anything of United fans like, yeah, but he didn't score 300. You won't hear that.
Yeah.
And so for some reason, we're unhappy. So, gets me heated, fam.
Who else? Is
Also,
everyone-
Walcott
who else
basically
is-
was our team in 2012-13.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
Giroud took a very long time to
Yeah.
get going.
It was Walcott and Cazorla. Like that was.
Yeah. Pretty
Left
good.
wing Cazorla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First half of the season.
Yeah.
He
I
played
thought
the
it was top four,
slowest
yeah.
winger I've ever seen and the fastest one I've ever seen. Why? It made it work.
I love Wenger, man. I love Wenger.
He's just so funny.
He was just so little out there. Like he looked smaller on the wing than he did in midfield.
God, I've never
Yeah.
seen a fullback dwarf a player. Every fullback dwarf this one player.
That's so funny. Who
Mark
else is
Lamptey was
who's-
in this match.
Who's everyone's right wing pick? Who's everyone's right wing pick?
I had
Um,
Yeah,
Theo
say
as
Theo.
I had Theo as an honorable mention. I put
Yeah.
Messi, of course.
oh,
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
had that's not my
Messi.
pick. It's honorable mention.
Messi
And then
bothers me.
also I had Ljungberg as a honorable mention.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
fair.
didn't watch a lot of him, but when I first started playing PES, he was my favorite player. A
That's
bit like Lamar Odom, except I actually know who Freddie Ljungberg is.
Shout out Lamar Odom, man.
Yeah. But my right wing pick
If
is
Lamar Odom knew how good Freddie Youngberg was, he'd be thanking you.
yeah, exactly. But
I,
my
I
right
love how Lamar Odom is Scott's pick because it's funny. But
For
Lamar
any
Odom
NBA
was
player,
really
Lamar
good.
Odom.
Yeah, Lamar Odom
Lamar
was
Odom was
nice.
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. This is fun,
yeah.
man.
But my right wing pick is Robin.
Yeah.
Robin.
Yeah.
Wow.
After
I'm
what he did
surprised.
to us,
I
man.
thought he would have been on your Niki pick.
Yeah.
After what he's done to us.
Look, culture
No.
classics, bro.
To be fair, culture classic. Culture classic. Put your hands up. You got to accept it.
Yeah, and also he's in there with my Neuer.
I would say
like, you
he
just have to
ruined
respect it.
Coquelin's
You know what I
Arsenal
mean?
career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Robin. I mean, yeah, Robin. It's not a bad pick, is it?
It's not a bad pick, it's just
No.
Yeah. Freddie, what's yours?
Trevino, bro.
Is it actually? I was
God.
gonna say,
Can I ask
Jesus.
you? Can I ask you guys to name a player bought by Sunderland from
Alright.
Paris Saint-Germain?
All right.
Fucking hell, man.
Jan?
no.
Because I'll tell you,
It's
that
not Asamoah Jan, is it?
in 2011, no, bro, it's not. We signed a player by the name of Stefan Sessegnon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. What?
My
Where did you
word.
sign
He-
Jan
he-
from? Oh, Stade Rennes.
Paris Saint-Germain. Oh, Jean. Oh, I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, no, it's
Um,
Stade Rennes.
And we just we had a 10. Obviously, it was a fucking Brucey football. Like he was gonna throw him at 10. He played him at right mid, but he was so good.
Yeah. No, honestly,
He was
yeah,
so
honestly.
fun. He was part of a team, and I kind of want to. Can I quickly sidebar and dissect Brucey's 10-11 Sunderland?
Go
team?
ahead, man. Go
Go for
ahead.
it.
First of all, finished 10th. What? Finished 10th, right? With 19-year-old Jordan Henderson playing 36 games alongside Lee Catamol. We had
What a boy! Let's
What a
go!
he was, by the way, if Pirlo was my DM, Catamol.
Lee Catmull, yeah, Lee Catmull.
Then up front, we had 18-year-old Danny Welbeck on loan,
Yeah, I'm looking at this squad.
who honestly didn't have many functioning limbs, but
Yeah.
it was real fun.
When did
We
Pickford
had-
come in?
And we had the Golden Ball winning player of the World Cup, Asamoah Gyan, for why?
Yeah,
Did he know where Sunderland is? It's like, Ozil was amazing that year. Gyan won player of the tournament, and he came to Sunderland. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Mbappe just heading off?
to Burnley, bro.
Fuck me. I don't know how he did it. We lost Darren Bent, and can I tell you, Sunderland Twitter back then, which didn't exist, was stressing. We've lost Darren Bent. We've lost Darren Bent with like the Sunderland Gazette or whatever it would have been. We were stressing. We lost Darren Bent, but we brought in Asamoah Gyan.
Asamoah Jan.
And
That's
then this
insane.
How
was
did he play there? Wasn't long.
2 years, I
Let's
think.
have a look.
went-
I'll have a
But
look.
went
then
to
he
like-
didn't even
2
dip
years,
to like.
2 years.
He didn't even dip to anywhere nice. He's like, fuck it, I've done my time in this shithole.
He went-
I'm
went
to
for the
fucking
money.
Qatar.
Bro,
He
went
dipped
for the
early
money.
in
Wait, can I
Qatar.
just talk about his goal scoring record in Qatar?
Please.
It's a
Yeah,
joke.
he became like the
It's
best player
a
in
joke.
history.
He's got 95 goals in what's that? 83 games. It's a joke.
This is Messi level.
He went to
Jesus.
Qatar before it was cool.
Before they
That's
started doing the
outrageous.
like.
Yeah.
outlandish
Oh, it's
thing.
UAE. It's UAE.
Oh,
It's in
UAE.
UAE.
Oh, okay, because that's different.
Oh,
Sorry,
man.
that actually might have been a bit unsettling. I just
Freddie
mean human
cancelled?
rights.
Freddie's cancelled.
Right, twice.
We do not associate with the
Dude.
comments.
But
Jeez.
you know what really got me is when Liverpool were getting roasted for dropping 27 million or whatever on Henderson.
Mhm.
Brucey almost went into a depression when we lost Henderson, even though we sold him for 27 million. And then everyone was called that a rip-off. It took him 6 years to lose that rip-off title.
Yeah.
And now he's Liverpool's most successful captain.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
that
Remember
is
when
also-
his biggest claim to fame was looking like Aaron Ramsey?
Yeah, and he also
Bro, that's
i-
generous.
in centre
Like,
back.
no.
Back,
There's one
Never
story
knew.
said that he told girls that he was Aaron Ramsey.
Oh, is this where he copied that hair?
yeah,
I think so.
we had Nader Manoa and
What a
Titus
player.
Bramble.
Yeah, Titus.
And can I
Bramble. Look at the
remind
squad.
you all, we finished 10th.
You're right back, El Mohammadi, and then no, he's playing right wing. Phil
Yeah.
Bardsley was your starting right back.
El Mohammadi came in when Sessegnon
When was-
played left 10
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
When
And
was
then
when did-
also, we got one more joke pick. We had 19-year-old Mignolet
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
up the best season I've ever seen from a keeper who has actually no legacy outside of any town but Sunderland.
Yeah.
He was like, do you remember how good Mignolet was? When Liverpool signed him, they thought they had solved goalkeeping.
You had Sully Montari as well.
It's Sully. I was going to say Sully from Inter
What
Milan.
is this squad?
That's Sully Montari. We finished 10th. With
I'm looking at
Sunderland,
this
with Steve
squad.
Bruce.
Steve
Everyone's like, this
Moore
squad-
when
Yes,
when
Steve
did when
Moore.
did what's his name? Key's son. Remember what's
that
his
year
name?
after.
was
Yeah,
He's-
I
he's-
really like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, spearing Man City. Fuck me. what
Oh,
a
this
lad.
was the season
Yeah,
you
oh,
sold
what a
Kenwyn
goal.
Jones to
Yeah,
Stoke
so, yeah,
for
that's
8
the-
million.
We lost Darren Bent and Kenwyn Jones. We played 4-4-2 and we sold the 2.
Yeah.
And we brought in Danny Welbeck and Asamoah Gyan. What?
Kenwyn
Like that?
Jones.
Can someone actually please, who's a better creator than me, can we send this to SB Nation or like John Boyce or someone? Can you do a deep dive on Sunderland 10-11, please? It doesn't sit right with me in my head.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't
man.
make sense.
I feel like before 2014, the Premier League just wasn't real.
This didn't exist. This-
Yeah, but if you look through the team, you'll even see
Um,
like branches. John Egan
actually-
was our young centre back who is now Sheffield United starting.
David
what?
Moyler.
That's also
Myler.
when Lewandowski
David
almost went to
Myler.
Blackburn.
Yeah, that was the year Lewandowski almost went to
Yeah,
Blackburn.
Jesus.
But when I tell you this team,
Michael
fuck it.
Turner,
fuck it. Craig Gardner, our third centre
Kieran
mid.
Richardson.
But I'm telling you, man, reel them off. When I tell you, Stefan Sessegnon is my. I know he played 10, he played left, he played right. Stefan
Yeah.
Sessegnon is my. When he went to West Brom, crying.
That's
Right.
fun. That's a fun pick. I like that.
I just think it's a good way to profile that absurdity of that something. If Newcastle and their Saudi billions can't even come close to the source of that brass, then what the fuck was the point of all of that?
Amen. Amen.
I hope all the listeners enjoyed that 10-minute segment on the 10-11 Sunderland season. Now back to the episode.
Lee Cattermole.
You could do our pivot was Lee Cattermole and Jordan Henderson, and we finished
Beautiful.
10th, man.
I love
And
football.
that was the other one. I got one more for you. Chelsea hadn't lost at Stamford Bridge in 4 years. We rolled in, spanked them 3-0 and went home. I swear to God, hadn't lost
Steve
at the Bridge in
Bruce.
4 years. Walked in with Steve Bruce, beat him 3-0.
Brucey ball.
Nader Manoa dribbled through half their defence from centre back. I beg you, you won't get 480p. It'll be 360p. Look up on YouTube.
Wasn't there another year where like Mourinho went unbeaten for a while, and then was it Connor Wickham came
That's
through and
the
scored a
win. That was-
Stamford Bridge.
That was the next sort of mini era.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
the Larson era. Connor
Saying he
Wickham
did
just
as well.
came. We were going to get relegated, and Connor Wickham came in for 10
Yeah, he
games,
was
scored
just-
like
he was-
13 goals.
Yeah, he was just sick for like 6 months for no
Yeah,
reason.
he went to Old Trafford, skenged them.
Yeah.
Went to City, skenged them. Honestly, we'll talk about that following episode.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
That's funny. That's
I'm
funny.
going to catch a drink. I'm going to mute myself. Catch a drink. I'm gulping.
Is that everyone's right
Right.
winger? Is that everyone's right winger?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll go on to left. Who would like to start with?
I'd
left?
like to go first because he was your right wing. I had Arshan.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he is a left winger, but he played 80 games in right wing. I did
Yeah.
my research.
Who did I had? My picks are very all over the place. I had Neymar because Neymar's sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had Leroy Sané. So he's
Okay.
like
You really like Sane. You
I like
Sané.
Sané a lot. There's a thing, right? There's a very small amount of players that play for City that make me feel things.
Yeah.
And him and
Yeah.
Yaya
Pep forced
Toure,
him out. Pep
Yeah.
forced them both out.
Yeah.
they forced him out for Raheem Sterling, and the less said about that, the better in my opinion. And I had Robbie Brady because
Yeah. that's fair. Yeah.
because of one goal, basically.
Brady Ball. What a player.
Was that the Germany goal?
No, that was Shane Long. It was he scored against Italy to get us through the knockout
That was
round.
it. That was it.
Yeah.
Ah.
And he scored against
Of course.
France too. I genuinely thought we had a chance. And then
Oh yeah, no, I remember that goal actually. I remember
Yeah.
that, yeah.
he scored a
Good
penalty.
times. Good times.
I missed 2016 Ireland. It was such a fun time.
Yeah.
Now we're shit.
Was that Nicky M in charge? Was that Mick McCarthy?
No, it was Martin O'Neill.
Oh, even better, man. Sunderland manager Martin O'Neill.
Dude, everyone wanted him gone. I loved him. It was the most fun time I've had supporting Ireland.
Yeah. Safe, who's your left winger? I'm intrigued.
So my left winger this is actually the player on my list that I've watched the least. I'm going back to this is before I actually started watching, but Robert Pires,
Yeah.
just because he's probably the silkiest player I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that a lot, especially from left wing.
Yeah.
I like a left winger who cuts
Shove
in
your
and-
gigs up your rectum, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Freddie?
Perez
He's
was
also a
phenomenal.
handsome bastard. So
Yeah, I really honestly think he was sort of the sort of the oil that made the Invincibles attack work. Like he wasn't some output machine. He wasn't some like the most poachy player in that team is Youngbuck in a weird way.
yeah,
He wasn't some massive
Yeah.
engine as well. I mean, he was lucky he had Ashley Cole behind him, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like he didn't have to do a thing.
yeah,
But he was man played the 10 with Bergkamp just on the left. Like that, we could have run like a 4-2-2-2.
Yeah.
Like it was just lovely. Like Perez
Yeah.
made all of it work.
Yeah.
that's my pick.
My left. What's my left? Oh, I know my left. My left.
This
I think
one.
anyone who knows me in real life would know that for a good 4 years, the one player I wanted more than anyone was Marco Royce.
Yeah,
They
that's fair.
Adored and then going into that 2014 World Cup when Germany were the favourites, and it was like Marco Royce will be the man. And then the last friendly
He gets
before the
injured.
tournament.
Yeah.
And then you have man like Mustafi wearing his jersey because somehow Mustafi's a World Cup winner. And you go like, oh, this is for Marco. But when I tell you Marco Royce is probably just that ideal blend of tech, speed, and like just
Yeah.
finesse.
Again,
Like,
it's
also-
another player. It's another injury-ridden player that could have been like
Yeah.
Like
top.
he's,
Yeah.
I believe I don't watch as much German football now. I don't watch as much football now. I mean, sorry,
I
I'm
don't
doing this
watch that
podcast,
Yeah.
but I believe he's playing 10 now, which is quite like a limited role
Yeah.
because he's like 35 with half a knee.
Yeah.
But I just
How
think
old
it's
is
just.
he?
I think he's probably 33 or something now. Like he's probably not even that old. You think, God, you've been put through the ringer.
Yeah, 32,
but-
32.
I
Mm.
don't know if you believe AFC Amden or whatever his name is, but that year Wenger had it in place to sign Royce, and then he got injured and couldn't bring. He brought in Alexis instead, so like
Yeah.
no slander or anything.
Yeah.
But when I heard that, I was devastated. And then a day later he signed Alexis, so I got through it.
yeah.
Yeah.
This
Um,
season, Royce 12 games, 4 goals, 8 assists.
Yeah, but he's playing 10.
Yeah.
Like
He
he's
is playing
honestly
10, yeah.
phenomenal. But he had. I mean, I don't want to drop it. I don't know what his card is. I don't play FIFA, but he was a winger that had it all. He had like in the 86 pace bracket. He had brilliant free kicks. He had lovely tech. He was so fun. Like He was just
His stats for
a good
Dortmund
player.
are a joke. Like GA,
Yeah.
146 goals and 105 assists and 335.
I didn't know it was that good. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie. I said
that's
that without
insane.
even knowing it was that good.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I think it's
And, like-
a general rule of football. If your favorite player is Thomas Rosicky, I fuck with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
That was
love
another one,
Rosicky,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
love
I think, and
Rosicky.
he always said like he always liked Arsenal because he then followed Rosicky.
Yeah.
Because when he was, and he had his time in Borussia Mönchengladbach and then came to Dortmund. He was like, "Oh, there's one more step to do, lad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On you come."
yeah,
But no, I just adore Royce, and there is sort of that romantic thing that he didn't dip from that Dortmund
Didn't
team,
go
which was
to
so
Bayern.
dippable.
yeah.
It was such a dippable team. It's like, yeah,
Everyone
you've done
was
your
dipping.
part. And
You lost
then, but he
Lua,
didn't.
you lost Hummels, you lost
Yeah,
literally
Mickey,
everyone.
He lost
Yeah.
Mkhitaryan, lost
Yeah.
Aubameyang.
Yeah,
Like it
Yeah.
was so
Yeah.
easy to be
Yeah.
like, lads, am I okay to leave? And everyone would be like, yeah, mate, fucking bounce.
they
And he
would
just
have
didn't.
been like, yeah, go on then.
Yeah,
Honestly, fair.
And I just, he's one of those sort of like half sad ones. But if there was one player we could have ever signed after Özil, like for a good 4 years, like every year, I was like, might as well give Royce a shout. I know he's injured right
He
now. but
probably
might as well
would
sign
have
him.
been a much better fit for Arsenal than Alexis.
Hard to say because Alexis was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
Alexis was phenomenal. He was
On
an
his
awful
own,
fit.
yeah.
He was an
Yeah.
awful fit. Like I
Yeah,
think
I
the team
get
would
you,
have
yeah.
been
I get
better.
what
There's
you
a reason
mean.
why Alexis's best season we finished like 5th or 6th.
yeah.
It's odd to
Yeah.
me though because we signed Alexis for right wing, and Royce has always been a lefty, and then Alexis then
moved him,
flipped to left, and then had his best footy at 9.
Striker.
So
It's
You
maybe
know,
going
hard-
for the right when
hard-
Theo was there. And we had like Podolski on the
No,
left
but that
as
might
well.
have been the
I think Theo
injuries.
was injured. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that might have
okay.
been the third.
yeah.
Was that 13-14? It was the end of 13-14.
Yeah.
So he's coming
Yeah.
back off an ACL. Like you never know if you
Okay,
can
yeah.
rely on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Royce, man, I adore him always to this day. Like whenever I see him succeed or just dropping a nice free kick, like it's just amazing to see.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like replace Alexis in that Ozil, Giroud, Walcott front with Royce. That's
Yeah.
hot. That's
That's
hot.
hot.
That's very nice. All right, my left winger. So Alexis is one of my honorable mentions. It's Alexis. Also have Mr. Aha himself, Lucas Podolski. We love him. We love him. But my starting left winger is a Stevenage player that you should know. It's George Boyd. Georgie Boyd.
Ah.
Big George Boyd. Jesus himself.
Was it
Would you-
George Boyd that
would you
Kolasinac
say-
knocked out?
You
I
what?
think so.
Yeah, no, actually it was. Yeah.
Would you say he's Stevenage's most successful graduate?
Yes. Well, Luke Freeman's up there. Luke Freeman's
Yeah,
up
God,
there.
he has the
But
greasiest hair.
It's
I've ever
George Boyd
seen.
and Elias Chair, who's at QPR. He was only on
Yeah.
loan for 6 months, but he
He's not
is
really your
considered
graduate.
but he's like a Stevenage icon because people loved that guy. You know,
Really? I didn't
on
know
the
that.
stadium, right, where it's got a wall of players and
Fuck off! You put a load
Elias Chair
there.
is on.
That's
He
so
was there
shit.
for 6 months.
That's so
He was there
Tim
for
Pot, man.
6 months, and he's on
That's
the wall.
so Tim Pot. You put a
It's
load
so
there.
funny. It's so funny when I saw it. I walked past it on the way to see my girlfriend. And I was like, damn, that's embarrassing. But yeah, George Boyd, when I used to go to games as well, it's the same sort of era of Ronnie Henry, George Boyd, Chris Day. Football, 30.
Hey,
Non-league.
looking back at it, that's a nice team.
Yeah, non-league.
A lot of non-league players
Yeah,
in that non-league team. That's quite nice. When you look back at it, you go like, "Hey,
Yeah.
we saw that for £2."
yeah, it was great.
That's
Great
quite
times.
nice.
Yeah. And then the hardest role, in my opinion, striker.
Mm.
I have a lot of options. I have a lot.
I had
for a
no
very weird
options.
choice.
I went for a lot.
Chris Wondolowski. No,
Fair. You can go.
I'm kidding.
As an
Chelsea
I'm
honourable-
kidding.
As an honourable-
No,
Go for it. Anyone?
greatest MLS player of all time. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But no, for me at striker, it had to be Van Persie.
Fair.
I don't think I've ever seen as clinical a striker as when Van Persie was on for those few years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Like-
it's the same sort of thing with Cesc, to me, also a prick.
But also, Van Persie's didn't hurt as much as Cesc did, because Cesc paid for his transfer out of his own pocket.
No, he didn't.
No, not the whole thing, but he helped. This is a thing.
Drop a source for that, but okay. I mean, the thing that fucked me off about Cesc was when he went to that World Cup and you had fucking twats like Piqué putting on a Barca shirt. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
No, with Van Persie, he saw the signings that we were making. I think, thinking back to like 2012 right here. He saw the signings and he was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. But Wenger was already like, I don't think I don't know. Van Persie was just kind of right about us at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so, like, I couldn't knock it.
I wonder if it doesn't hurt as much because we just saw Nasri and Cesc do it in 1 year.
Yeah.
And you're like, I expect nothing. So
yeah.
Like there was some really like real horrible sense of that 11-12 season. Whenever Van Persie scored, which was all the time, you'd be like, "Whoa, this is going one way, and it's going for a 200 grand, like what would have been there, like 150 grand contract that we're obviously not going to give him."
Yeah.
And then Wenger did thing is like, well, and like I've looked at your body, I've looked at your injury records, and you have 24 months left, and I see 22 million, and I can't turn that down. And you go, I'm really.
It was right for all the parties, honestly.
Yeah.
It was the right move.
I do think it's right, but I do think he lost. I do think he's lost all status. Like I don't think United give a fuck.
Something.
Really.
For me, it was between him and Henry, but I watched more of Van Persie than I did Henry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was easy to say Henry. I didn't, but yeah.
Exactly.
I also think Van Persie is like just the perfect striker. Perfect striker.
Yeah, perfect technique and everything.
But like every single moment. So what? Like the 4 times I've watched Vlahovic play, I'm sort of seeing that like a little bit of. I've seen a little bit of the like not stupid quick. You don't need to be stupid quick. You need to be able to move. You need to be able to hold. You need to be able to have a touch. You need to be able to not be scared to hedge. You need to be able to bring your team in. Like I always say, Morata, but a good footballer, is the perfect striker, and that's kind of what Van Persie did.
Yeah, I get it.
Morata, but a good footballer.
And that song to Van Persie, Cash Money link up, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
We haven't even mentioned Alex.
Song is another very underrated player.
Yeah.
I don't think he's underrated. I just think we like him for what he is.
Yeah. I liked him.
It was very weird when he moved to Barca.
Yeah.
All capped off by the time he thought the trophy for cancer-stricken Eric Abidal was for him.
Yeah.
The worst, most painful video I've ever seen.
Yeah, not great.
Here, Eric, you survived cancer.
I just remember.
This trophy's for you. For me? No, Alex. For the cancer-stricken Eric.
Yeah.
It's okay. Alex Song was a visionary. Abidal's been cancelled, man. So
the headline where it was like Alex Song moving to Barcelona at like 14, I was like, why?
Yeah. Like, you do know you man got Xavi.
Like that's weird.
Yeah.
All right. Who's next striker?
I'll go because I got nothing to say.
Cool.
Every striker hurt me, or like I honestly think kind of mad. Arsenal since Van Persie have had like a tough time with strikers.
Yeah.
And Sunderland have had a revolving door. So if I wasn't going to say Asamoah Gyan, which by the time I realized Asamoah Gyan, why he was here, he had left. So it didn't really bother me too much.
Yeah.
I have just got Messi because every time I look at him, I go, the fuck, man. What? What?
This
I think he's just one of those,
a human.
Yeah.
I think, it's one of those athletes that
Just
you
shouldn't
look at
exist.
and you just, like, you read some of the stuff that Barry Bonds did, or you look at some of some of the shots that like Steph can take so consistently, and you go, that doesn't really make sense to me. But then you see it every single week.
Yeah.
For such a long period of time. It's what gets me is like when Salah, and like Salah's done it 4 years, so no shade. When Salah first did it in 17-18, it's like he's playing and he had that little fuckity fuck going like, oh, he's the best player in the world. Oh no, it's Mane. Never mind. Scrap this segment. But You hear like people going like,
Oh, yeah,
"Oh,
like,
Salah's the best player in the world," and you go, "He's not," because Messi's done more than this for 12 years
Yeah.
in a row, and I just think whatever way you cut that, you're looking at someone that like he's not really. I don't really care about Messi at all,
Neither.
but like. It's hard. Like I'm so blown away by greatness every time I see him. It's just like, go on, man, take whatever you need. If you want to play some of my favorite players list, just fucking take it.
Yeah, he doesn't have the personality. But
you go, man.
Yeah.
You go. So my honorable mention was Giroud because our season tickets came a year after Giroud signed. And probably the guy I honestly score more than anyone.
Honestly,
was Giroud.
One of the best. He'll have one of the best compilations when he retires.
Yeah,
100%. That goal compilation.
That as well. It's just goofy.
He didn't score bad goals.
I love him.
Didn't score bad goals.
If anyone ever tries to outrule heading, I know exactly what goal I'm going to show, and it's going to be Giroud against Newcastle in the 4-1 win. And I think it's a Chamberlain cross. And it's
Sanchez.
Was it Sanchez cross? It's the definition of a bullet header. Comes right off the square of his forehead, just arrowed into. And it was, I think it was the first or second goal of the 4-1. It was the game, if everyone's looking at it, where Santi Cazorla Panenka'd on his birthday to have fun. And every English media was like, he's a prick. I was like, do you know who Santi Cazorla is? He didn't even know who that keeper was. He just he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
It was his birthday. And he wanted to like chip a goal. Like if that keeper had caught it, he would have probably been laughing.
Yeah,
he would have cared. Yeah.
English media tried to vilify it. So that game, it's just Arsenal Newcastle at the Emirates 4-1. Giroud's header is the best header I've ever seen.
Talking about Giroud, go on, you go.
I think that game as well, he did that like signature near post outside of the foot, like
I think that was the fourth goal.
Just
that little touch, which is the first one we ever saw was against Spurs in the derby. The game before Özil. And I was like, oh, because they had sold Bale, but got the 86 million in, and they'd hold like 8 players. And we had signed fucking Flamini on a free.
Sanogo as well. We got Sanogo.
And we're like, whoa. Guys, it's not looking good. Then Giroud scored one of those crappy game, and then Wenger that little grin. We will see if we are active.
Dropped it.
And I love Giroud for that.
Speaking of Giroud's my start, like one of my favorite strikers. Just on personality, on like just weird goals, like fluky weird, like just sauce. The sauce, Giroud. You know, I love him. I loved him. But I have like 4 honourable mentions. Obviously Henry, but wasn't about watching him as much. But
same sort of thing.
You can't not have Henry, you know what I mean? Like you can't not mention
Arsenal
Henry.
fans.
Yeah.
We can't not talk about him.
We brought him up earlier, but Eduardo loved him. Loved him. If he didn't get injured, weird one, FM related. Jordan Rhodes.
Wow, I love it. I love it.
FM15 Jordan Rhodes, one of the best strikers I've ever used on a game, by the way. Loved that man. Loved that man. And then Stevenage legend again, Steve Morrison. Yeah. Solid. That's mine.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Scott,
that's left to you, brother.
Straight to me. Okay. Where is it? Okay, so my pick is very weird. But first I'll go.
Shane Long.
I'm gonna say I'm so looking forward to Shane Long. It's gonna slap so hard.
I have no Irish people in this one. So in honourable mentions, I have Henry, same reason. I've got Van Persie. I've got Eduardo. I've got Rooney. I don't really know why. I think like it wasn't him really. I feel like he's a part of like the 2010s and late 2000s like nostalgia for the Premier League, and he just kind of symbolizes it for me. I suppose.
Yeah.
I did enjoy the Shrek memes. 2010.
Yeah.
I will.
My pick is Fernando Torres.
Okay.
Wow.
Interesting.
I get it.
Specifically Liverpool Torres.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. I feel like my love for Torres came at the 4-4 game with Arshavin, because obviously Arshavin took the headlines, but Torres had a classic that game.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Benny, what a twat.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Do you want me to run through? What do you want to run through your team and then I'll run through Jurgen's?
Yeah. All right.
I don't remember who I have.
Drop us Jurgens now because that's
Yeah,
new
drop us.
content.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, all right.
we have Jurgen's team who can't be here but has provided us. So thank you very
He's
much.
on a 5-day bender, man. We don't even know where he is.
So
Jurgen, please, if you're out there,
Jurgen, if you
Contact
hear
us.
this, please.
if you hear this,
All right. So Jurgen's goalkeepers are Andre Hansen, who's a Norwegian, Oblak, and Guillermo Ochoa. You know?
well, that is a World Cup hero.
Yeah.
You don't ever hear about for 4
That's
years.
what I mean.
And
He's
then
just-
you go, he's still there.
He's
And
the
then he
only.
does brilliantly every time.
That's the only player Jurgen put a note for. He put purely because he becomes a god every 4th year.
Exactly. Man.
Yeah.
The goat conceptual goal.
Yeah. What a player.
There's always a flirt around the World Cup of like United, like or Liverpool, like, oh, should they look
Might
at
as
Guillermo
well.
Ochoa?
Yeah, give him a go.
It's like we did Ospina, guys. I promise you don't do it.
So centre backs are Ramos Regniussen. I can't say his name, but I know who it is. Rosenborg centre back. Puyol Jimenez, right, and David Luiz.
Jimenez is in Atletico.
Yeah.
David Luiz is a shout.
Yeah.
Luiz is
Tell
a
you,
great shout.
the best ever middle centre back.
Yeah.
The GOAT middle
Throwback
centre
to our last podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
bottom 10% in a back two, but
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Right back Bellerin and Dani Alves. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Left back is Berger Melling, Norwegian. Yeah. DM is Yaya Toure with
Ace.
Sergio Busquets and Kimmich.
Mm.
Central midfield is Ramsey, Xavi, and Iniesta.
Okay.
Attacking midfielder is Erdegaard, Smith, and Ozil.
Okay.
I guess he's allowed Odegaard a bit more because he cares
Yeah.
more about
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
It's not like just some guy who just thinks he's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
No, it's the Norwegian bias coming out, but you know it's fine.
It's funny.
We'll let it
It's
slide.
funny.
Well, this whole team is biased. Like, what
Yeah.
do you like?
I'm very pro
What's the
Odegaard because there's not going to be a Palestinian playing for Arsenal, so I'm living vicariously through Jurgen's Norwegianness.
Hey man, that's fair.
I don't know what
That's
you
why I
can
have
say
the
about
Odegaard
it.
shirt.
Yeah, it's left wingers Griezmann and Alexis.
Mm.
Yeah, right
Right,
wingers
yeah.
Saka and Jevtovic, who's a Rosenborg player. And then strikers, he has Haaland, Bentner, Plika, and Suarez.
Fuck that guy, man. Ben.
Yeah,
It's too funny.
How did we not talk about Bentner this entire
Yeah,
podcast?
he
Talking about
wasn't good.
favorite
He was just
people.
banter.
Talking about
Can I
favorite
quick-
people. This
Yeah.
isn't
Can I
about
quickly
who's
drop
good.
in? He had a 10-goal season for Sunderland
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
after going on loan to Juventus.
yeah, yeah. What a player!
Doesn't he have like some stat that like he has the least sold Juventus shirts ever or something?
Probably. Honestly, wouldn't
His loan
surprise
to
me.
Juve is one of my favorite stories.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another, just why?
Yeah.
Pirlo walked the dressing room like, all right, come on now.
Come on, come on.
Yeah, I
Right.
think Jurgen was struggling, just to speak for him, like, because Villa joined the cancelled Ballers Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Then again,
like,
he has
as
he
long
has
as I've
Suarez.
known David Villa.
He has
He does have
Suarez and
Suarez.
Griezmann though.
Yeah, he does have Suarez and Griezmann.
Are they bad? Have they been cancelled?
I mean, Griezmann's blackface.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
that.
God.
There's
That's-
that.
oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what, like, he went so black.
Yeah.
He went shoe varnish
Yeah.
black. Or whatever,
And
man.
then just
He looked like
Suarez
the
is
Canadian
a horrible
Prime
Yeah,
person.
Minister.
just racism and
Yeah. A
Yeah.
lot of things.
Yeah, that was a bad look to me saying that was too bad. That was me forgetting, not me.
Freddie canceled again.
Freddie cancelled 3
I've had a
times
rough
in this
hour.
podcast.
I've had a rough hour.
All right, do you want to run through your team?
Go for it, bro. You kick us off.
So Chris Day, Ronnie Henry at right back, Lacho Monreal at left back, Mertesacker at centre back, Diaby at 6, Santi at 8, Wilshere at 10, Arshavin on the right, Boyd on the left, and Olivier Giroud through the middle. Beautiful.
Nice.
Masterpiece. Scott,
All right.
Freddie, one of you.
No, I'll go
I-
Scotty.
Okay. I've got Neuer in goal. I've got Dani Alves on the right, Nacho Monreal on the left, Koscielny at centre back. 6 I've Yaya Toure, 8th, I've got Cesc Fabregas. 10, I've got Ronaldinho. Arshavin on the left, Robben on the right, and Fernando Torres up front.
Lovely.
Nice.
Lovely.
I
don't-
can go next.
Yeah, go on.
So in goal, I've got Wojciech Chesney. I've got Mertesacker as my center back. My fullbacks, I've got Hector Bellerin and Kieran Gibbs. I've got a 6 of Xabi Alonso, an 8 of Aaron Ramsey. At 10, Mesut Ozil. Theo on the right, Robert Pires on the left, and Robin van Persie up top.
Lovely.
All right,
Um,
run it out. My
Freddie-
coach, Steve Bruce.
Steve.
Goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer. Right back, Lucas Pischeck. Centre back, Laurent Koscielny. Left back, Nacho Monreal. DM, Andrea Pirlo. Centre mid, Seb Larson. Attacking midfielder, Mesut Ozil. Right wing, Stefan Sessegnon. Left wing, Marco Royce. And strikers, Messi, allow it.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well
Well
done,
done,
guys.
everyone.
That was fun.
That
And
was fun.
what do we implore you after this is think of your own and then think that was a waste of 10 minutes. Let me go look up Sunderland's 10-11 season.
Oh dear.
But please make your own first.
We could have
Yeah.
just done an episode on that season.
You should have
Should we
whole-
I got to admit. Cut it out. We'll come back next week.
I wanted to sit here and listen to you ramble.
I know.
There's so much random shit. Like people
Bro,
don't
I
understand.
looked through-
Sunderland
I looked
actually
through
make
that.
Can
it
you
better than
can you
Norwich.
present like a Premier League years episode to us?
Yeah, I'll give it a go. 10-11 was
Premier League-
wild, man.
That season, I was just looking through it while Freddie was talking about it. That squad is hilarious. That squad is
Honestly.
so funny.
We had Sully Montari, and he barely got a sniff because we played 19 or Jordan Henderson every
And
single
Lee
minute.
Cattermole.
Fuck your Inter Milan, man. You got Lee Cattermole.
That's such a funny squad.
Right, sign us out here, man.
Yeah, Scott, this is your podcast.
Oh yeah, I was
episode,
hosting
sorry.
it.
Sorry.
Okay. Thank you for listening to this episode of The Highline. We may be back next week for God knows what, probably the Sunderland shit. Who fucking knows?
Thank
Yeah. Thank you very much. This has been us. Goodbye.
Adios.